Championships Day 1. I'm Jacob Sutherland. I'm joined by Cameron Walker.
Good morning, everybody.
Today we will be commentating on the Melbourne Manticores versus the Nightmares Quadball Club from Sydney. Just getting ready for starting lines. Looks like we have, for the Nightmares, Brandon Friesen, Taylor Angelo, Cooper Fitzgerald, and Trish Pereira, thank you, in the Quaffle lineup, with Cunningham and Matty Moulton, Alex Cunningham and Matty Moulton in the beating lineup. It will be, for the Manticores, Giacomo Abuba, Yukitoshi Imizumi Zhao, Michelle Mannering, Matthew Tingate, with Nathan Morden in the beating lineup, joined by probably Nicola Gertler.
Hi, Yukitoshi is right there.
My apologies. I thought he had a white on. It will be Alex Cunningham and Nathan Morton contesting the bludger, with Brandon Friesen and Giacomo Abuba contesting the quaffle.
What's the storylines behind these teams so far at the tournament, Jacob?
Yeah, so coming in, I believe this is both their second game of the day. Mm-hmm. Earlier we saw the Melbourne Manticores edge out the ESU Nightbringers by a single goal in overtime, and we had the Nightmares Quadball Club comfortably take care of the Gorgons. Brooms up. Abuba wins a quaffle dominantly. Abuba drives to Matty Bell. Matty Bell drops, and Abuba recovers. The attack continues. Abuba to Tingate. Quaffle's dropping all over the place. Morden beats out Cunningham, who kicks the ball off the pitch intuitively.
It's going to be a foul on Cunningham.
Abuba drives. Abuba to Mannering, blocked by Bianca Scalone or Cooper Fitzgerald, I could not see. Mannering recovers. Hands are aplenty on the ARs. Looks like they've seen a foul.
It's advantage for this illegal swat from Cunningham.
Tingate weaves. Tingate to Abuba. Abuba with a shot over the top, and that'll be inbound Nightmares. Now we see the result of this potential foul call. Cameron, I thought that was all fine from Cunningham.
So the rule was because it was a second swat attempt, and it was kicking away from the hoops and off pitch. It's an illegal
I see.
swat.
I was not aware of that rule.
So the beaters are allowed to swat it on their first attempt, but any more than that, if it's not swatting the back to the hoops, is a card.
Thank you, residence rules man, Cameron Walker. That'll be blue card to Alex Cunningham from the Nightmares for the aforementioned illegal swat. Which means the Manticores will get this quaffle back once again after that extremely drawn-out first offense. I expect the Manticores to come out firing after their first game, probably a lot closer than they would have liked. Here comes Mannering. Inbound to Abuba. Collects Fitzgerald on the way through, but Mannering finishes!
Cooper Fitzgerald subbing off early. I think copped an injury there with the contesting a ball between Giacomo.
Yeah, it looked like Giacomo Abuba commandingly taking that quaffle. No worries from me, I don't think. But yeah, did collect something on his head there. Early pressure from the Manticores on the Nightmares. Alex Cunningham back on the field. Immediately beat out by Yuki. Butler to Friesen. Taylor Angelo cutting. Friesen back to Butler. Friesen beat out. Butler to Trish, and Tingate recovers, and that is a stop for the Manticores. First blood to the Manticores.
Yeah, interesting setup of the game. Really nice passing there, but unfortunate drop from Trish there.
It was asking a lot, to be fair. It was either that's one of the ones you catch and dunk, or you forget about it.
Blocked from Friesen. Friesen knows Giacomo will be looking for those shots there. Really good block.
Sinks it! Friesen for the Nightmares. That is one apiece. Clutch play from Brandon Friesen there to tie it up.
We saw this a little bit in the last Manticores game. They're a bit slow to get back on their defense and be ready for it. We saw a really nice transition goal from Breno Briscoe-Hoff. Brandon Friesen taking the shot opportunity there. Risky, but capitalise on the fact that defense weren't aware.
Yeah, you definitely take that going down early. Mentally, the goals are worth more at the start of the game. Abuba with the fake. Oh, the beat for Michelle. Meant for Michelle misses from hitting the hoop on the way through. They won't mind that. They've lost their medium hoop. Abuba with the Hail Mary. That will be recovered by the Nightmares, and that is a stop.
Yeah.
No changes from either team as of yet. Both teams coming in with roughly the same size squad, around that 15 to 16 mark.
Great intercept from a boober.
And that is a goal from a boober on 2 bludgers.
Got called dismounted by head ref.
Oh, huge call.
I think it was on the block attempt from Matty Moulton's beat. He just dismounted his broom.
Oh, if that is true, there's great officiating from Jeffrey Talbot to see that. That does not often get picked up, this slight dismount. Very brave from the Manticores running on that 2 bludger defense.
Friesen now with the ball.
Which ball?
Herrera coming to set a screen. Pass over the hoops to Butler, deep behind. Tackle attempt from...
That
Great
is
goal.
excellent quad ball. Firstly, Tingate standing him up, but then Butler with the wisdom to duck under the contact.
Great awareness from Yukitoshi there, securing the quad ball after a really nice Brandon Friesen block from the Michelle Mannering attempt.
Yeah, very intelligent.
Matty Bell with the quaffle. Really enjoying Manticore's offense play so far. Definitely a step up from their previous game.
Yeah, don't forget that in their game against the Nightbringers, their offense at the start was not necessarily too much of a problem for them. They did start strong in that game as well.
Yeah.
And that missed pass from Michelle Mannering will mean the Nightmares regain the quaffle. Here comes Butler. Go is the call. Harry Jones takes the field. Butler to Friesen over the top. The fake around Michelle, but Michelle... Oh, and tight call there. I believe it is beat before on the Bianca Scalone shot, but what a phaser play.
Fantastic beat. Was that from Gertler or Morden?
Oh, I did not see.
Well, great job today.
I assume Gertler because she is currently without bludger, and that bludger did go very far, but I'm not certain.
We've had Emmerdon sub on, moving into the wing role.
Yeah, Morden on for Yukitoshi in Zumi Zhao.
Phoebe Hollett coming on for Nightmares, beating as well.
That is a welcome sight. Phoebe, with some health issues in the past, that means she hasn't been able to play these big tournaments. Friesen goes down from a Michelle Mannering screen. Meanwhile, Harry Jones takes out Morden. Gertler throws back the bludger, leaves Manticores subject to the Harry Jones press. Matty Bell beat out.
Great
Friesen
intercept.
with the miss intercept. And Giacomo Boomer punishes. Goal to the Manticores.
I think it's going to be called no good here because I thought it was a pass after beat from Matty Bell. Looks like Harry Jones had a word to... There we go.
Oh, that is huge. Another tight call from Jeffrey Talbot. Nicola Gertler not happy with the decision.
I don't think it should be carded here, but really should call that during the play. So... Yeah, I'm not really sure what happened there, but potentially there was a turnover call and Giacomo went for the goal. That's why he's been called for delay of play. Delay of game.
Yeah, difficult one to understand there.
Because it did look like Nightmares could have gotten a fast break attempt off that. Yeah. So if Giacomo catches and scores there after the head ref is called turnover, it makes sense.
Yeah, interesting. I'm curious to see, we're quite far away, how loud that call of turnover was. About whether Jackal will hear it, but regardless, Manticores are chase it down. Here comes Friesen. Friesen to Butler. Matty Bell with a great wrap, helped by Emerton. Scalone recovers, but Mannering's going to clean that up again.
Butler's still going here.
Michelle Mannering
has been beat and not called.
I think she will get away with that. Good awareness from Harry Jones.
Yeah.
Couple of beats there. And Mannering and Matty Bell. Huge impact on this game starting. Matty Bell off for Kath Lloyd now.
It's interesting seeing how aggressive Friesen and Jones are being together. They're really looking for those intercepts in the front of Nightmares' hoops. Manticore's happy to send it behind the hoops, but I feel like that's playing into Nightmares' advantage. We've seen Nightmares a lot this year try and go for those intercepts on the keeper's own line because they know that their keeper can't get beat out there.
Yeah.
Morden taken out by Jones. Pass over to Kath Lloyd, immediately beat from Hollett. Friesen on a run. Giacomo coming in.
Giacomo has anything to say about it, and he doesn't. Friesen with the goal.
Fantastic sidestep from Friesen there, and subbing off now for Tom Russell.
Tom Russell in the green. You don't often see that, but I guess all their chasers are able to play anywhere. Tom usually point defending, so avoiding the cycle there as well. The small chaser lineup from the Nightmares relatively will help them. Their impactful players, Tom, Friesen, Shields, get a lot of time on the
Jones
pitch.
capitalising on a bad sub there, with no bludgers in the way.
Sean with the Yorker on Jones. Oh, and great effort
Stop from
Abuba.
Giacomo.
Abuba weaving.
Steal attempt from Butler. Good intercept from Avon McConnell there.
That is nice. You're right about the intercepts there. They're carving it up.
Tom Russell taking advantage here. Jack Edmonton not in the way.
Unlucky Jack. Good goal from Tom.
Looks like Gorgons are up 40 to 20 as well. Interesting to note there.
And we're back. Michelle Mannering bringing it up for the Manticores. Adrian Russell takes the field for the first time. Marshall, my apologies. Adrian Russell is my next door neighbour. They're in no hurry, the Manticores. Marshall calling the shots. Sean! Attempt at recovering control. Jones with a long ranger on Marshall. Recovered by Russell. Russell with a great ball. Great ball to Gunny. Finishes with a plum. Fantastic goal by the Nightmares. They take it the lead to 3.
Fantastic transition play, especially led by Jones. He's really taking it to Morden, and so far, Jones has edged the battle between them. Two very long-time drop bears teammates. Be interesting to see how Morden responds here with Sean Armson.
Yeah, it's a dystopian situation for Sean, for sure, getting thrown into the fire. I'm sure he'll be up for it. He's had a lot of gains this year, especially in the New South Wales state setup.
Yeah, he had a really good state tournament coming
impressive.
in as a reserve there. Playing some really key moments in the grand final.
Impressive in the game against Nightbringers as well. So I'm excited to see this matchup.
Great tackle from Sean there. Nathan with the long range beat. Unfortunately, the quaffle play couldn't keep up there.
Marshall with a big tackle attempt. Great cross passer from Russell.
Straight in front of a bludger. I don't agree with that. He had Gunny there, but also he could have taken it himself. He had so much room there.
Oh, great effort from Russell out of the tackle. It was a big tackle. Presses the call from the Nightmares, and here comes Jones. Hewen with the long ranger.
I think a lot of people forget that they can use the keeper zone reset and at least keep it kind of close to hoops. I think there, if Adrian goes back in the zone, remembering that he's not immune anymore, but at least as close to hoops so he can pick up balls there and they can pass a lot easier rather than just jumping it down the hoops. I only say that because he was so close to keeper zone.
Clean, well-executed press from the Nightmares. That is a well-drilled play. Stephen Butler, ever the statesman. Look at that form. Bit of home turf confidence. Great goal from H for the ESU Nightbringers against those Queenslanders. Fantastic stuff.
Score currently at 50 to 10 Nightmares way. How are Manticores getting back in this game, Jacob?
Probably scoring some goals.
Looks like a card here on Adrian Marshall. I'm not sure why. If it's a delay of game, I think that's kind of rough. But it did go very high over the hoops. So.
Yeah. Head referee Jeffrey Talbot with a high bar. High bar? Very strict bar for what they will accept. Gunny with the quaffle. Nightmares with control. Gunny with a Titan play. Plays off to Tom Russell. Finishes with a plum. Again, clean. Every goal that Tom has been involved in, very clean. Subs off for Friesen.
This is interesting. I'm not sure what Manticores are planning here. They brought Matty Bell back on, but Michelle Duke is subbed now.
Yeah. A lot of males to get through in this lineup. So you will see Matty Bell especially playing with a lot of different lineups.
Great form from Yuka Toshi there. trading with Jones, but able to recover his bludger quickly and not feeling the need to rush in and get himself out of the play early. Unfortunately, misses another beat there.
Yuki with the misbeat, and here comes the press. Jones and Phoebe Hollett clean up.
McConnell on the run. Easy goal for her.
Vintage Ava goal.
Yuki regaining control.
He got what he came for. He is lightning quick, Yukitoshi. Missed beat will quickly turn into him turning over control before you know it.
Yeah, and I think him making these moves, he has really quick reactions to things
Absolutely.
happening. Like, he'll go immediately into his next move. We saw just there, he kicked a bludger back and kicked another one. Like, just to get them all safely back.
Yeah, it's honestly one of the best mentalities in the beta cores in Australia that I've seen from Yuki. Incredible ability to bounce back from a mistake. Yuki takes the trade.
That's a goal for Marshall.
Great goal!
Really nice shot there, capitalising on the keeper's own point. You're able to get that little bit of a drive going in first. Unlucky drop from Yukitoshi.
And that'll expose Manticores to the Nightmares fast break. Frizen to Gunny. Gunny to McConnell. Great block from the Manticores.
They need to work hard here. They need to scramble. Lachlan Eyre scrambling for that quaffle.
Oh, and that is admittedly fantastic cleanup from the Nightmares.
They only got that because the Manticores, only one of them was working hard. They really need to go for that scramble. They're getting the stops. They're just not capitalising on that initial block.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lachlan Eyre did a fantastic job contesting that ball, but Brandon Frizen able to get around, and then everyone condensed on the ball.
Yeah, exactly.
Ava's free on that right hook.
Morden beats out Beck Robb.
Fantastic goal. Frizen on a fast break.
Oh, and Tingate knocked out of the way on that tackle attempt. Quick reply from Brandon Frizen for the Nightmares.
Yeah, I think Nightmares are happy to concede that goal if they get one back in transition immediately.
Yeah, definitely.
They know that Manticores are struggling to get those transition defenses. I think we saw some really good stops at the start of the game when we had Giacomo Abubo come on, who is now back on. But since then, we haven't seen any major stops.
Yeah, definitely. It does look a little fractured at times from the Manticores. As I said before, the combination of the UCID Quadball Club with the Melbourne Manticores, they've picked up some great players, possibly a little less well-drilled than the Nightmares. Anyway, Abuba to Bell to Abuba again. Here comes the screen on Fitzgerald. Abuba beat out, gets it to Lachlan Eyre. Misbeat from
Misbeat from
Lim.
JB. Good recovery from Tingate.
Giacomo able to come back in the play. Beck
Rebecca
giving chase.
The Nightmares have a no bludger situation here. Brandon Frizen's realised. Good stop from...
Huge stop from Abuba, but Frizen able to pivot and get the goal anyway.
Again, that's that initial... It's the initial block, but not the follow-up effort.
Yeah, difficult there when you have to be on your own.
They've got to be really aware, though, that Frizen's coming down the pitch every time. Nightmares, as a team, that's their entire plan.
Not a lot of goals that haven't been touched by Brandon this game for the Nightmares. Tom and Gunny working well together at the start. And Vera Dawson, I believe, taking the field for the first time in this game.
Yes.
Same with Jamie Chirong for the Manticores. Normally for the UCID Quadball Club. Nightmares calling Matt Tingate the scary option.
Yeah, I agree
Acres
with
of space. Matty
that.
Bell
A lot
with
of
the shot
recovering
attempt.
control. The Chasers need to hold that quaffle longer. They had control in their arms.
Yeah, but Nightmares called it. Get it to Tingate there. You get budget control and you can set it up again.
Yeah.
Morden in the trademarked hunched over position, 2 hands on the bludger. Frightening stuff.
Right sock up, left sock down.
Yeah, stuff of nightmares.
Oh, great.
Oh, and Beck Rob with the play that robs Manticores off control. Here comes Cooper. That is fantastic from the Nightmares.
The 1.5 effort from JV James Lim as well. Do not forget how fast he ran through that hoop to try and get Nathan Morton's bludger and successfully took it off him.
From Beck and JV working ridiculously well there.
Fantastic signs for Nightmares. They know they can. This is their third lineup of beaters, and they're none of them providing any dip in quality.
Yeah, Matty Moulton on now for Beck Rob. Job done for Beck.
Shot from Tingate.
That is clutch from Matthew Tingate. That is nice, just what they needed.
Really nice mid-ranger, and capitalising on the fact Nightmares are coming really heavily off their hoops to put pressure on the side chasers.
Yeah, just what the doctor ordered. I believe it is 110-40 final score between the Gorgons and the Nightbringers.
Current score for this game, Nightmares sitting at 110, Manticores sitting at 50. So still out of range. Cooper Fitzgerald with the ball. Taylor Angelo looking to set a screen on Giacomo. Pass over to Tom Russell. Goes for the shot, goes in.
That is clutch from Tom Russell. Good pass from Cooper. Normally you see those sort of passes dissuaded over the hoops, but Nightmares playing it very well. The arc of those passes make it extremely effective. Jones with the high
They've
press.
used the reset really smartly here, countering the Jones high press. That's allowed Nathan to get into play a little bit more.
Oh, here comes the cracks.
Giacomo taking a bit too long to score there, I think. Too many moves. It was a really good Nightmares defense, but he had to take it on because Harry Jones was getting back in there with the bludger. Dropped Quaffle. Giacomo needs to get a hand on this. Should be keeper's ball from here, off the stalled Quaffle.
Yeah. Jeffrey Talbot with a good understanding of the new stalled Quaffle rules as well. That'll be turned over to Manticores.
Giacomo Abuba with the ball, setting up with Matt Tingate as his lateral option. We've got Kath Lloyd on the right. Jamie Trong down on the left side deep. Nathan Morton losing the trade again to Harry Jones. Giacomo going for the shot. Misses over the top hoop. Harry Jones calling for the no-beater and claiming a false immunity
How do we
from
think
Nicola
about
Gertler.
that, Cameron? Is that legal?
It is legal. He didn't pick up the bludger, so she couldn't call immunity. It's just a really smart play.
Oh, and that is diabolical from the Nightmares. They won't be recovering this bludger for quite... Yeah, it seems tough. We typically have seen that standard of foul applied this weekend so far by the two referees doing the hard yards.
Giacomo shot attempt, no goal. Didn't have too many options against the Harry Jones press.
Seeing a Jono O'Brien flag runner step onto the field now, it looks like it will be Kewen and Cunningham starting seekers for their teams. Looks like the quad ball is with Bianca Scalone, by the looks of Vera Dawson to Bianca Scalone. Back and forth we go. Butler, acres of space. This ball will go to Butler. Oh, a poor touch. Chelsea aren't scouting you, buddy, for that touch. Unlucky there. Unlucky bounce.
Who's Chelsea and why is she not scouting?
Great Yorker on a boober. Nothing he could do there.
Great pass from the ground from Michelle Mannering.
Mannering recovers, and Bell's smart enough to show her back to Frizen.
That's a double reset. Frizen playing really smart there to use the double reset. Seekers on pitch now. Cunningham taken out by Morton. Gives Andrew Kewen a look.
Kewen with a grab!
I believe he was beat before. I
do
don't
not
think it's gonna
believe
be
this
called
will be
good.
Over the top.
Nathan Morton rejoining the Quaffle play after Tingate got a really good strip.
No, going for a
The
sub.
snitch is unguarded.
That is a strange time for a sub from Morton. I expect he must be injured or something. Because here comes Yuki. Cunningham slaps the flag down, unable to grab it, but with a good look.
That should be a catch, though.
No, he slapped it straight onto the ground.
Okay. As long as you have control of the flag as it's removed, and even if you drop it, it's still...
Yeah, no control there, I don't think. Harry Jones...
Cool with some alone time now.
Harry loses to Yuki. Kewen, really good defense thinking here. As I say that, Cunningham gets in front, dealt with by Jono.
Cunningham with the grab.
Oh, what has happened there? Jono has thrown Kewen off, exposing their side to Cunningham by the looks of it.
Kewen just got too involved there, knowing that Cunningham was still in the play. Yuki was around the play, but I don't think ready to take out Alex, so he probably could have gone for a more defensive approach at that moment. But that's his attempt at a grab has exposed the flag to a catch from Cunningham, and he's taken that opportunity.
Yeah, Kewen not happy here. I don't think you can really be upset with anything that Cunningham's done because it looks like the flag runner has really thrown him into Cunningham.
Catch is good.
Him into the I don't blame Kewen here. I would feel a little aggrieved as well. And here we go for the chat.
It puts the final score at Nightmares 150 to Manticores 50. Nightmares with the catch there. Any themes or thoughts from the game, Jacob?
Yeah, I think Nightmares showed really, really good, clean quad ball. I think they were extremely well drilled. Everything that they did, very few drop balls. All their plays were well executed, and I think that's what got them a 7-goal point differential going into Stinchon Beach. I think Manticores took some good opportunities, resisted the press where they could, and showed some individual brilliance. I especially like how Maddie Bell and Michelle Mannering started the game. I think they stopped a fair amount of goals from the Nightmares. But in general, I think the synergy from Nightmares was what won in the game.
You can just see as well that they started really strong, but Harry Jones coming on, coordinating with Brandon Friesen really took the game away for Nightmares. And then from there, it's just a matter of converting on the fast breaks, which we know they can do. So, very good play from the Nightmares. Keeps them in the current first position. They'll have to face the ESU Nightbringers, but then it's looking like a potential Nightbringers versus ESU Daywalkers matchup as the last game of the day.
That's assuming the Daywalkers win their last game of the day.
Correct.
As well.
Both teams are currently seeded first, but they still have one more game to win to reach that game.
Yeah, so in Pool A, I believe it will be Valkyries and Daydreams to play each other, and hoping that Daywalkers slip up against the Bees, and then that will throw Pool A into chaos. Otherwise, should Daywalkers win their game, it will be a little bit of a semi-final of day one of sorts between the Valkyries and the Daydreams.
Yep.
And then in Pool B, I believe this one for Nightmares, a similar situation.
Yeah, but I think Manticores vs Gorgons is going to be probably the closer matchup compared to Valkyries vs Daydreams.
You think Valkyries will take care of the Daydreams?
I think they will, yeah. But Gorgons vs Manticores is going to be pretty tight.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. We will be back after our lunch break.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you for having us.